Hi guys, and welcome to an almost personal reading here for career and finances. This is an almost personal reading, so it's a collective reading, meaning that it may resonate with you, it may not. It's not sign specific. So let's get to it. I'm gonna use my Next World Tarot, and I have my archetypes in order to clarify a little bit more if I need to, and I have a few different oracle decks. So this is, as I already said, about career and finances. A message for whoever needs it, okay? It's not love or anything, it's career, finance. Alright, I hope that you are doing well. Please leave a comment if there's any relevant information, or if you would like to have a few more of these solely career-based readings. Alright, let's get to it. Messages for those who need it. For those who need it. Messages, guidance, clarity. Alright, this is okay, guys. Okay. Probably need a bit more space here. Okay, it's actually looking quite good here, to be honest. The thing is that when I look underneath here, there may be a need to look a little bit on your attitude here, I want to say, and yeah, shining through and all that. Starting off, things are looking fine. We do have movement here, right? The Knight of Wands is a moving energy here, but it is crossed by the Death card, meaning that there's something here that needs to be addressed. Is there something here that's kind of keeping you tied back? Because the thing is, I'm also seeing here a new beginning. And when I look to the past, it feels as though there has been some kind of a stress here in regards to your career. Okay. Guys, I'm going to actually start by laying out, getting here an archetype. No, not really. What am I going to do here? What are we going to do? This is one of those, I'm going to just let it flow here, right? Sorry. Before we go any further, I actually want to know more about this Knight of Wands. I want to know an overall energy about what it is that we're talking about when it comes to your career here. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? What do you want me to focus on here? Action? Well, duh. And alright, there we go. There's a situation here where it's about a choice you have to make about moving out of the gate where you feel safe, or walk away from something that's just not satisfying for you and moving towards something new, okay? The thing is, as I already see here with the Death card, is that you have some kind of an emotional attachment to something that we will need to look into, because it's actually keeping you tied up. There is an end to a situation, but it is allowing you to move into something more, something better, let's say like that. And coming up here for you, we do have the Ten of Cups, so this is absolute emotional fulfillment, right? When I see what it is that you're hoping for, it is there's some kind of a communication coming in here, and I do see communication being very much in your focus here. The thing is, what you're focused on as well is that a massive abundance, and I do see it's an action here coming that has to do with massive abundance. So it's actually really not that much to dive into. I will look into the specifics of it and all of that, but all in all, it's actually looking quite good. But when I look to your recent past, I do see a Nine of Swords. So it looks as though you have been in a stressful situation where you have possibly worried quite a lot, you know? Let's see here. What was in the past? What was in the past energy? There, the Destroyer. Something here was let go of that you needed to let go of, because you could have found yourself in some kind of an environment here. It may have made you feel safe. You may actually still be there for some reason or another. But I feel as though you were possibly not, you didn't get that emotional satisfaction here. You could possibly have also been taking on burdens, more burdens than you needed, right? To a Pentacle here, I feel as though there was some... It was a work environment where there were more, it was too hectic, let's say it like that. It was too hectic. And I also see here as though that for some of you, you've been in a situation where it feels as though you weren't chosen. In all cases, like when decisions were made, balls were dropped. I want to say, hold on, got a message there. Sorry guys, just have to check. So, sorry. So it seems as though it was a very, very stressful situation. In the present situation, now this is where things are changing. I feel as though there may actually be a communication coming your way. Right. You may not be seeing it here. All right, this is very important for you guys. Now we're going to look into this death here, right? There may be something here that you are rejecting because something here is keeping you tied. Something here has been destroyed that needed to be destroyed. But for some reason, when it comes to taking action, are you actually doing it? Right? It feels as though you have reached the dead end of a situation in your current moment where you can't go any further, but for some reason or another you are clinging on to it. Why is this death about? Right, shape here, it's about change. This is about accepting change, right, and forgiving for something that happened here. There's some kind of a baggage, and it has an emotional nature. Cannot stress it enough that there was an emotional nature to this that is kind of keeping you stuck, but things are changing. It's about the adaptation to change, basically. When I look at your psyche, it's about you may have some kind of a focus on stability, right? But the thing is that you have more than enough. You actually have more than enough when it comes to your finances here, right? And there is a lot of, like I want to say love surrounding you. And also within you, yeah, you have this powerful energy, and you do have this pull, I want to say, a pull about you wanting to do something new. But the thing is, by you removing yourself, what you're removing yourself from is some kind of stability, right? You may actually be in this energy of being afraid of being hit on your core sense of security. But the thing is that things are fine here. Right, you build up enough, you have enough to pay the bills, right? But you may not be seeing it. It may be that you are in this energy here mentally, where it's about living up to how things look on the surface, even though you should probably be questioning whether or not those value systems are actually yours, right? You have security. And the thing it is because of that security that you are able here to get this brand new beginning here. I feel as though you possibly also bored a little bit here. But it is the transition, it's the adaptation to change that might be stopping you here. In terms of actually going out that gate and walking away. It's some kind of an attachment here. What is it that you are attached to? It's a partnership, possibly. It's a community. But the thing is, I don't feel as though there's a lot of oh, that's the 9 of Cups over there. Sorry, I thought it was the 10 of Cups. Here we have the 10 of Cups. I don't feel as though there's a lot of a balance here. But when it comes to these situations, it may be that you have colleagues or something like that. That's actually what's keeping you tied down here. It's the social connections here. But I feel as though they're not balanced. It may be, it may be working from home right now. I'm not really seeing that. But when it comes to making changes, it might be because you actually care about the environment there. So show me more about the Ace of Swords. There's a communication here, right? I feel as though for some of you, you actually, yeah, there's a situation here where there's not equal give and take. There may be a situation where the environment that you are in right now cannot provide you with what you were used to, right? There's not enough resources here. And I feel as though you are coming to that clarity. But for some of you, it's like you are hoping for some kind of a communication here to come in about you would be able to start something new here, right? You're hoping for this solid communication coming in about that you could possibly return, but it is slow. It is this pull, this social. It's because you've missed the environment, right? You want to go back, but it is as though those emotions are actually slightly clouding your judgment here. The thing is, there's a wish fulfillment here waiting for you. It could be that you're gonna go independent here. the thing is, it's like you have this clarity still, that even though it's like I get this goodbye, right? We do see here something that's been left behind, something not being chosen. You are healing through it, absolutely, but you may still be hoping for this communication or returning back to a place where you feel familiar. That's basically it. It's the familiarity of it. And it has to do with this adaptation to change, right? You are coming to the clarity that it's about building bridges into your future here and doing things differently. And you are a witness to change. You understand that things are changing here. You have that clarity. And that's also what is sparking this movement forward. So things are actually going in your favor. It's just this emotional attachment to familiarity. That's a challenge here for you, right? If you feel as though you're blocked, it may be your own internal blockage here. Let's see in your environment. What do we have in your environment? We have something being we have healing and we have the mystic, right? And we have warrior, meaning that we have a slight... well, these are good energies. These are basically about coming into purpose, right? And coming into another environment where you actually feel more at home. But it's also an energy of things about to be uncovered right now. I don't feel as though you're seeing it because the emotions here, as I said here, you may be emotionally clouded because you may be looking backwards, right? So you're not really seeing this. It's a very sweet and intuitive energy you have here in your surroundings. Things are also not completely over. Alright. Here's the thing, guys. Dang it. Please be mindful. I mean, I do see an energy here in your environment currently. First and foremost, it could be society itself where things are just not really adding up here. There's a tendency here of situations where there's not an equal give and take, as we also see here. Like for some of you, this could be internships where there's not enough equal give and take. So look out for people who may want to get your free labor but not willing to pay for it. Be mindful of that. There is this energy on the table, which is a typical energy of, I call it the internship, of taking people in, fostering their hopes and then disappointing them. I do see a slight... I mean, the empathy is not really here. The pentacle is not really here either. Alright, here's the thing, guys. You may also mind yourself a little bit. Sorry, you may also... God damn it, sorry. You should probably also be a little bit mindful here of how you behave yourself, right? There is new opportunities here available to you, which we will look into. But it is important that you shift your attention towards the future here and you put in the work. Things will not grow if you do not put in the work here, right? Get things in order, do the paperwork if needed, even though it is tiresome, right? But still look out for any kind of collaborations here. Be they in the present moment or coming up here, for collaborations where people do not share the burdens, because that's possibly what could drain you energetically, right? It may be that you are in a stable environment right now where things look great and all of that, but it's just because of the money. The collaboration may be off here, and that's why you then have this energy here wanting to push forward, but still not fully releasing, because that would mean a change. But the equal give and take is just not there. If it's not in money, it may be in terms of just the effort that's being invested, right? But we do have a new beginning here. Your strength is this new passion here. You may have to protect it a little bit. There may be people who will not believe in you, I want to say. It will be a very independent energy. There is an independent energy here for you. But I feel as though there's a spark. An Ace of Wands coming up here. It's a passion. It's an idea. It's a creative pursuit. But there will be people who will disagree with you on it. And your strength is your ability to also think outside the box and be very passionate and to take action. Right? It's not think outside the box, and it's basically your ability. Well, it may be, yeah, because it is your 5th house. It is your ability to get an idea and then go for it and stay in it, right? But the thing is that you will be needing here to actually make the move here and actually also get out of there. Now there may be, as I said here, there may be situations where people will not agree with you on it, and that will then possibly push you back a little bit and not taking that step here. But timing will be playing, have a play here, right? Have a say, meaning that you will be pushed. The more you stay in the same energy here, and where you know you're giving more than you're actually receiving, you will be pushed. And yeah, so that's basically what I'm getting for that. Let's see what's going to come up here for you. I just want to know a bit more about this. Thinking man. Apparently you're staying there. Could it possibly come with a new partnership in work? Could be from an air sign here. That's also gonna possibly give you some kind of a communication here coming your way. Yeah, for some of you there may actually be a communication coming your way here. May actually be coming, but you're not really seeing it. You may also be expecting a different kind of communication because this is a new communication. May not be what you expected. So yeah, could come with a partnership here that could actually lead to, I mean, a lot of abundance. You have a lot of abundant cards here. So things have been set in motion. It's just about you deciding also to step over the threshold and do something new. What we have coming up for you is the Magician. Hold on, guys, I have to answer a message. And I'm back. Yep. We were looking into the Magician here. What do we have for the Magician? Magician. Yeah, this is the timing again, and we had the empty room coming up here, right? So, alright guys, what I get from this is that there will be an intervention. I want to say there will be an intervention here, and things will start progressing for you. You will have all the tools you need to make things grow, because the thing is, you are very, very fiery. You have a lot of ideas. You may not be seeing that yourself, but things will be, yeah, there will be an intervention. You will not trust it to begin with for some reason or another, and that may be because I don't know what the hell went on here in the past, but you are still clinging to that memory. You will be finding yourself possibly at some point here in coming up, sitting in a dark room. Imagine like sitting in an empty room where you are envisioning the possibilities that are available to you. There will be an intervention, as I said. Things will progress, but before things will progress, especially because you are still in this energy down here where, you know, you're still not stepping over the boundaries. You are still safe, right? Even though you may be going through this where, you know, it will feel as though things are not progressing, you are safe. But there is this pull within you, but you are still not, I mean, it's still not going to progress in like this, even though there's a potential for it, right? But that potential is a little bit being blocked here by wanting to stay within the familiar energy, which is very common. It's very common that we dislike change, especially when we are surrounded in an environment as we are right now, where things are drastically going through some, let's call it profound changes, right? That you want to stay within where it's familiar, so you feel safe, and that's really what's driving you here. But there will be an intervention here. You may not even see it coming here. I do sense as though there may also be, there's going to be an intervention, and then there's going to be a slight delay, right? But things are, I mean, communication is definitely happening. Progress is definitely happening here for you. Because as I say, I feel as though there is actually a partnership here for you. A new partnership, right? It's definitely a new idea. It does include that you work with other people. What is up here? What's going to happen? There will be a tower moment. Things are going to crash down here. As I said here, there will be an intervention. If you're clinging on to something that you shouldn't be clinging on to, that's meant to be let go, the tower will fall. It will happen naturally, so to say. That will be the intervention, right? But it is within this intervention then that you start expanding on your boundaries, and you have this strength, which is a brand new beginning. But it is, again, as I keep repeating, the sense of familiarity that keeps you stuck. As the most likely outcome, we do have the Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. It is also emotional independence. Show me more about this. Yeah, that's the Four. It's about listening to the voices that are within you, the drives within you. That's the sword of truth. Right. The thing is, again, familiarity, cutting out from the safe environment. Some of you is about cutting that, what do you call that, navel, belly button to the mom or whatever. Can't remember the word, but it's about a sort of cutting away and doing things differently. I want to say there is a wish fulfillment. Yeah, there is a truth that will be spoken up. Yeah, you will be in a situation where there are circumstances that are affecting you. Of course you are. You will always be that. You are part of a community. We can manifest our own reality, but we manifest in ways that are also in alignment with our environment, right? We can't force our environment to follow with us. We can do our bidding, do our best. Show me more about what's... Yeah, forced closure, as I said. These are my energy cards. There is a forced closure coming up here for you, and you are going through a major life transition, right? Where there is... Yeah, and guys, if you feel tense, it's because you're going through a major life transition. It is, however, important that you find the trust in that this event that's gonna happen will place you into where you're supposed to be, which I will look into here in a minute, but it's just, it comes with a closure. Okay? Show me more, is it? Yeah, show me more about this. Yeah. There will be a new creation taking place. There will be some new skills that will be needed to be developed, right? Some of you are going into some kind of a legal situation here. But in all cases, what I am seeing is that right now, you may not be hearing the call that it's time for something new, right? And that call, by the way, comes from within yourself, your own energy, of your own creative energy, your own fire. That's wakening up. You're not seeing it because you're going into your head here. You want to go familiar, and therefore you are postponing it. But for some of you, that could... Yeah. Something here that you could have neglected, I want to say. A creation, a project, an idea. It may be coming back to you. But it's hidden from you. Right? It is actually hidden from you. It could happen around summer as well. It's hidden from you. That's a new opportunity coming towards you. You are far more in your head up here, right? This is what's coming, and I also see it possibly coming in form of a partnership as well, and that would be the communication here, right? It may be a different communication than you're hoping for, and I do see possibly two people here, group in general, but definitely a partnership of people who are working together. And so I'm bringing some kind of a truth here. What else can we give? What else can we look into, guys? What else is there? Guys, it's very important here that you don't find yourself in a burnout because of staying in environments where you give more than you receive, right? I really have this energy here of giving more than you receive, and bad excuses were what I got here, but those bad excuses also tends to be excuses that we make towards ourselves. We excuse other people to excuse ourselves so we can stay in the same environment where we feel safe, right? Rather than take the action here. So let's get an advice here. Gotta do that twice. Gonna pull one of these here, and then I'm gonna pull a creative energy. So all in all, it looks great. There's absolute fire here going on. Forward movement. Things are progressing. Things are manifesting. You are getting a wish fulfillment. Things will be... The truth will be spoken. And the truth that you want to speak will be spoken. Serendipity. The word I can't properly pronounce, and here and now. Right now you're just... The thing is, you are just so peaceful in the present moment. Whether you... I don't see you being peaceful here in the past. Well, I absolutely don't see that. Or you have destroyed that energy here. It may be even just that you're taking a break, but... yeah. You just don't want to get out of the familiar, right? Alright, let me read you this. When you finally learn that a person's behavior has more to do with their own internal struggle than it ever did with you, you learn grace. Right? I am really seeing that some of you are in a bad partnership in terms of work, right? And never cry for the person who hurt you. Just smile and say, thank you for giving me a chance to finally to let someone better in. That's what you get, guys. And that's what you get. Why are you in this? Why are you in this energy from the past connections? I swear to God, you could have been in a work environment where there was a lot of conflict. It brought you in a lot of stress, bad bossing, people who were very critical without having anything to pinpoint. You know, unnecessary criticism, not really that much pro-social behavior. If you don't know what pro-social behavior, that's about constructive criticism, growing together, accepting differences, right? Working together. Not feeling as though you have all the answers, because, I mean, if we are in teamworks, nobody have all the answers. That's why we have teamworks. Otherwise, you could be a one-man show, right? Why do we have so many different educations? Why do we have so many different fields? Because we have different knowledges. No one knows all the answers. That's why we work together. Right? And if you believe that you are the king of everything, the queen of everything, you kind of block the teamwork. That's not pro-social behavior. I can see that you have been in an environment that was probably not the best there, right? Yeah. You're getting out of this, right? Take a rest. Be peaceful here. And also things will probably happen very fast. There is an expansion going on. Absolutely expansion. When you allow it. Right? And if that baggage is there, it's something to do with the social connections that used to be in your workplace. So that being said, I will see you next time. Ciao.